Hello Guardians and welcome back to Right Way Gaming. Today I'm going to bring you a video on which faction is the wisest choice, or what faction brings what in case that's what you're looking for. So I'll be giving my personal thoughts as well as like what might be the best option to go for in terms of progressing with the game and not missing out on certain things. So as you can see, as I'm stood down here drawing it out with Executor Hideo. I'm going to call him Hideo, whatever, because they all seem to hide anyway during the big disaster. He's over at the opposite end of the tower to the hangar, so he's a pain in the butt as always, just like Destiny 1. Nothing's changed there. And as you can see, as soon as you open it up, you've got the standard engram rep grind sort of thing. And the winner's offering is the Interregnum 16, if I'm right, which is a sidearm with full auto, fast reload and faster aim down sights, I should say. Now if you have a look at it, it is a really nice looking sidearm. I do love the way it looks, and I do love the shader. It's just a shame that it's a maroony sort of colour, not a red, otherwise it would be perfect for me. Now in terms of new monarchy, these are the shaders that you get, which are by far the best looking shaders. They do look very nice, and not only that, but I think the actual armor set itself is the best looking armor set. So if you're going for nostalgic and looks, then this is probably the best faction to choose. Now in terms of weaponry, they've got a really nice shotgun. It's a slug shotgun with full auto, and it's got high range and a high impact. So this thing could be really brutal in PvP and even PvE, and it's got different sort of perks to increase the handling if you prefer that sort of thing. But personally, this is a shotgun. You're gonna want to freaking nail people, not worrying about the handling. You then have Royal Dispensation, which has Grave Robber, so melee kills reload a portion of the magazine. It's got high caliber rounds and steady rounds, and then various different sights. Now high caliber rounds is a very nice perk to have because it should increase the amount of stagger that this weapon gives. I've not had a chance to use that yet, so I can't really make much judgment on it, but it looks like a decent submachine gun. We then have the Song of Justice 6 Scout Rifle. High impact, high range, with low stability and low handling. Now looking at this from the start doesn't really jump out at me, but it's got a auto loading holster, so if you switch weapons this gun will get reloaded automatically. It's got extended mag or armor piercing rounds, so potentially it could stagger. And then you've got SC Hollow and the Watchdog. So again, it's nothing special, but it probably could be a nice scout to have. And then there's the Restoration 8 auto rifle, which is a low impact, high fire rate auto rifle with quick draw, so great for PvP. Accurized rounds, which increases its range, or a pending mag for a bigger magazine size. So both of them are quite interesting perks. And then again, 3 different sights that kind of increase range while lowering handling. So overall, them are the 4 weapons, including the winner's one, which is making it 5. And again, there's probably only the shotgun there that stands out for me, guys. So if you're going for weapons, I would probably not recommend to go for these guys. If you're going for looks, then definitely go for these guys, because I've got to be honest, it's the best looking armor set and it's the best looking shader. So if that's what you're going for, go for these guys. I will bring you next to Dead Orbit and we'll see what they have to offer. Okay guys, we're at Dead Orbit and Arak Jalal, the Dead Orbit rep. And if we jump into his inventory, let's get looking at what he's got to sell right from the off. So he's a creepy looking dude, as you can see straight from the beginning. And again, nothing changes, you're just literally looking at the new winner's offerings. And Dead Orbit will be offering a scout rifle, which I think is quite fitting when you think about the Hung Jury in Destiny 1. Now, the perks on this are field prep, so increased ammo reserves and faster reload when crouched. Okay, probably a decent perk to have for PvE. Tactical mag or high caliber rounds, and again the high caliber rounds could make it more effective in terms of staggering targets and possibly in PvP, but the tactical mag increases your mag size and stability and reload speed, so it's a bit of a hard choice between them two. Then you have the IS circle and the model. Now in terms of opinion, this scout I'm not going to say it's nothing amazing. You know, I'd probably say the sidearm from Mnemonarchy is better, but it depends. Do you use sidearms? If not, then this is probably going to be the scout rifle you want to pick up. Now, let's look at the gear that you can get from the engrams for handing in tokens. You get 2 different camos, or well, shaders, that I don't find amazing. And unfortunately, I don't like the armor set either, because it's got the logos absolutely plastered on it, and it makes you look like some sort of exterminator gas dude, which you just don't want to look like in Destiny, because you're meant to be a space dude. Come on, you don't want to look like you've got a gas mask on if you're from space. Come on, you know. Anyways, onto the weapons. We have a shotgun, which is high damage, high recoil, with high ammo reserves. Again, I'm not going to say this doesn't stand out for me. It's not great. Then we have the 11th hour sidearm, which has kills with temporarily increased damage stacks. So that's a nice pick to have. So it's quite a nice start. It has an extended mag, interesting. Or alloying magazine for faster reloads when mag is empty. That could be an interesting perk as well. Then it has quick dot, target, or far point. So in terms of sidearms and how they go, I'd say it's pretty average. The only thing that bumps it up a bit is the rampage perk. We then have Dire Promise, the hand cannon. Now right away, the stat that sticks out on this for me is range, but I could be proved wrong here. So it's got the famous perk triple tap. So landing precision shots will return 1 round to the magazine from the reserves. It then has steady rounds or appended magazine, which again, nothing great. One increases the range while reducing stability, and the other increases stability while reducing range. Then you have fast draw, steady hand, and true sight. Now I've read that putting steady hand on hand cannons makes the hit registration so much better. So if you can do that, then do so. And I've just been kicked, so we'll be back in 2 seconds, guards. Hello Guardians, welcome back. We are at treasure map number 2 for Cade, and you want to be coming to this point here on the map near the Lost Oasis, and as you can see there's like a little trench cut through towards the rupture. That's the point you want to be taking. Straight on down here. I'm using a speeder to speed things up. And you'll just see this little tiny rock. And it's just there. Oh shit, dead. Epic fail. Okay, how the blimmin' hell are you gonna get this chest? Oh, nice. Right, on to chest number 3. Alright, sorry about that, Guardians. I am back now, so I got beetled out of the tower, but I'm back now. And the last weapon for Dead Orbit is the 3 Graves pulse rifle, which is possible to get outside of the faction rally, as I have one already myself. The perks on it are Outlaw, Extended Mag or Flared Magwell. Now, I prefer the Extended Mag, but the Flared Magwell could be pretty useful. And the Model 6 loop and the Mark 15 lens, and again I'd stick with the one that's already on the Model 6 loop. Personally, as a pulse rifle, it's good, but I find it's in the middle of where the pulse rifle rates are. So the fast fire rates and the slow fire rates, this is pretty much down the middle of them, and it just tends to get beat by both sides. So as good as it looks to the eye, I personally don't like it again. So I don't really like any of these weapons from Dead Orbit. So out of the 3 factions, this is my least recommendation. This will be the last I decide to rank up at the weekend, because that's what I'm doing. I'm going to grind all factions at the weekend so that I get all of the weapons, you know. It's just the way I am. But this is the last one I'll be doing because it's the one I'm least bothered about. Now I'm going to go on to the Future War Cult, which, Guardians, is you go around here and up these steps where you can see the banners. The Future War Cult banners. And now, I disagree with the Future War Cult's theory, if that's what you can call it. Because they always believe there's a future war coming, but you know.
Future War Cult welcomes you.
Right, so the winner's offerings for Future War Cult from Lakshmi 2 is the Heart of Time Pulse Rifle. With Dragonfly, precision kills create an elemental damage explosion, great PvE perk, and possibly PvP. Then a steady rounds or tactical mag. Now here, I'd probably go with the steady rounds just to keep that stability up because it's already low on stability. And then it has candle or impulse, and again I'd probably stick with the candle to keep the handling up. Now this is a fast fire rate pulse rifle from what I can tell, with a 33 round magazine. Now the fact that it's got this dragonfly perk means personally I will be getting it myself. It's probably one of the better pulses to use for PvE. And then if we go into the engrams, as you can see, again, I'm not a big fan of the gear because of the colours. But the gear itself looks okay, so I might get it and put the new monarchy shaders on it. But that's probably going to be a big debate for me. I don't know. I do quite like the helmet and the chest piece, if I'm honest. And the cloak, cloak's nice, but I just don't like how it's got them there, if that makes sense. Those are the shaders, horrible shaders, never going to wear them in my entire life if I'm honest. And then if we go on to the weapons, it has the Eye of Foresight Sniper Rifle. Now this is the first one I've seen do a sniper rifle, so it's got field prep, so increased ammo reserves, a faster reload when crouched. Okay, nice, you know, you potentially would be crouching with a sniper. Steady rounds or alloy magazine. So faster reload when crouching or increased stability, decreases range. So I'll probably use alloy magazine there because you want your range on your sniper. And then the Aquila SS4 for increased range and it's got a long zoom. Or the Omilon Ocular Technology short zoom. So that is probably the one I'd use, especially for PvP, and it just makes handling the gun a lot easier. And then we have the Pallades Corrector Scout Rifle. Now this is probably one of the weapons I am raving about getting. It's got Rampage, so kills with this weapon temporarily will grant increased damage, stacks by 3. It then has high caliber rounds or flared magwell, high caliber rounds because of the Rampage. And then it's got the Spark PS or the Transmission MS7. I'm going to use the Spark PS because the range on a Scout, I don't need it. This Scout is probably one of the better weapons from this faction rally. So it's going to be the one that I do focus on getting. We then have the Number Auto Rifle, which is a slow fire rate auto rifle with high impact reserves. Rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage, so the last 20 bullets, for example, or the 19 bullets, will deal more damage. You then have extended magazine or ricochet rounds. Now, personally, I'd use the ricochet rounds here because look at how it increases range, stability, and reload speed. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, it reduces your magazine, but this gun will handle so much better for it. You then have Candle PS or the Flash HS5. I'd personally keep with the Candle PS because this auto rifle has enough range on it as it is. It's the same sort of auto rifle as Uriel's Gift, but with the perks it's got, I'd probably say it's slightly better. And then we have the creme de la creme in my eyes, guys. The Hand Cannon True Prophecy. This thing has a crazy amount of impact, but then look at that perk, Timed Payload. Projectiles attached to enemies explode after a short delay. What? It's already got a major amount of damage. With that perk, this thing's going to be unreal. It's then got appended magazine, so it's got increased magazine size. Or you can put alloy magazine on so it reloads faster when the mag's empty. But personally, I'd use the appended magazine. Then you have Fast Draw, True Sight, or Crossfire HCS. I'd probably go with the True Sight because it increases range without losing too much stability and handling. But Fast Draw, you could quite easily still use it. That is pretty much it, Guardians. There's nothing more to show you. I mean, all this is just random stuff that you can already get anyway, which is why I've not been through it. And if you've been paying attention, you already know which faction I have chosen, and that is Future War Cult. Now, reasoning behind it, and this will probably cause a lot of controversial comments, but you know, they have the best weapons in the game. Now, if there's one thing I focus on when I play this game, Weapons make an impact on your gameplay, so therefore always choose the faction with the best weapons. Because if not, just like in Destiny 1, people who didn't stick with Dead Orbit, didn't get the God's Roll Hung Jury, missed out. Because that weapon was a monster in PvE the minute it got released, and it never got nerfed. From what I could tell, it was always useful in any PvE event. So its potential is that Future War could be the new Dead Orbit in the terms of that. But not only that, but like I said, they've got half decent gear with a decent shader. Well, if you put a decent shader on it, it'll look decent. Don't use their shader because it's freaking horrible. And then second up, I'd choose New Monarchy because, like I said, they've got the best looking shader and the best looking armour, but only one decent weapon really, being the shotgun. And then Dead Orbit is my last recommendation, and there's going to be haters all over because people love Dead Orbit for some random reason, don't know why. Because they have the worst weapons, the worst gear, and the worst shaders. I just don't like anything to do with them. Now, it could be a personal opinion, but I just don't like them. So, that's it, guys. That's my 3 factions in order: Future War Cult, New Monarchy, Dead Orbit. I don't know if you guys agree, but let me know your thoughts below in the comment box. If you found this video useful, don't forget to drop that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more.